Hello, and thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this evening. Now sit back, relax, and let's get into our story. They say monsters aren't real, that they're stories, whispers meant to keep children from wandering too far into the woods. But I know better because I hunt them. My name is Ezekiel Crane, and this is the story of the one thing I wish I hadn't found. I was in the middle of patching a silver wound on my arm, courtesy of a salt-skinned ghoul in the Ozarks, when the knock came. 3 sharp raps, then silence. No one knocks like that unless they know who I am. I opened the door, hand on the revolver behind my back, and there she was. A girl, maybe 16, pale, shaking, dried blood on her collar. "You're the one who finds things," she said. "Monsters." Her name was Ellie. Her brother had gone missing in a place called Briar Hollow, an unmarked patch of forest near the Tennessee border. Only locals knew it, and they didn't talk about it, ever. She handed me a photo. A boy, maybe 12, standing in front of a dead oak with a strange mark carved into the bark. A spiral, hollow in the center. The hollow mark. I'd seen it before, once, in a book that had no author. A hunter's grimoire, bound in skin and stitched in teeth. That symbol meant one thing. A hollow-kin was feeding. The woods of Briar Hollow aren't like normal forests. The air changes, time thickens, and your compass, worthless. I hiked in with salt rounds, iron blades, chalk dust, and my father's journal. He'd been a hunter too, before the hollow-kin took him. The sun dimmed unnaturally early. By the time I reached the old oak, I could feel it. Something was watching. The spiral mark on the tree pulsed like it was breathing. I touched it, just once. The forest shuddered. Branches moved that shouldn't move. The wind whispered a name that wasn't mine. Then I heard the humming. Faint, off-key, a child's voice. I followed it. The deeper I went, the wronger things got. Birdsong stopped. The trees leaned inward, curling around the clearing like fingers around prey. That's when I saw the boy, standing alone, face blank, eyes white. He opened his mouth, and the humming stopped. Then, in a voice not his, it spoke.
"Do you hear the hollow? Do you feel the hunger?"
I raised my iron, shot once, click, empty, not a single shot fired. The hollow-kin was already here. It rose from the trees themselves, branches bending, bark cracking, forming limbs that shouldn't move. It had no face, just a hollow spiral where its head should be. And from that spiral came the sound, like wind, but inside your skull. It crawled behind your eyes, made you forget, but I remembered the rules. Never speak its name, never follow the humming, and never bleed in its woods. I'd already broken 2, So I did the only thing I could. I carved the protection glyph into my chest with my boot knife. It burned, but the Holokin paused. I grabbed the boy, if that's what he still was, and ran. But nothing is straight in Briar Hollow. Paths loop, landmarks changed. I saw the same dead fawn 6 times. Heard my father's voice calling from the trees. Ezekiel, you left me behind. You let it feed. But I kept going. Then, like a crack through a dream, I saw it. A massive, blackened tree split down the middle, its roots twisted around bones. The burial tree. Every Holokin binds itself to one. Kill the tree, kill the monster. I set the salt bombs, poured accelerant, whispered the severing rite, and then it screamed. Not with lungs, but with the forest. The sky dimmed, the ground split. The Holokin came, wreathed in flame and shadow. I held the match, and in that instant, I saw its truth. It was the boy, or what was left of him. His soul fed the thing, kept it anchored. I had a choice. Kill the Holokin, or try to save what little humanity was left inside that spiral. I threw the match. The burial tree burned for 3 days. I dragged myself out of Briar Hollow on the 4th, alone. The boy, nothing was left. No body, no humming, just a ring of scorched earth. I went back to Ellie, told her the truth, or most of it. She didn't cry. She just asked me one more thing. Is it gone? And I lied. I said yes. But I still hear the humming sometimes. When I'm alone. When the wind turns cold. When the shadows move too close. Because some hunts never end. You can ignore the stories, laugh at the myths, but if you see the hollow mark, run. Don't look back. And whatever you do, don't hum.